Hey guys, I'm Morthadon, and we are back for Doctor Stone Season 3, Episode 11. So this was actually this season was split into two parts, and this was the end of the first part, so people had to wait after this episode. I don't know how long, but I imagine because it's part 1 and part 2, I wonder how long people had to wait when this was airing. But either way, I wonder what's gonna happen here. We're getting closer and closer to seeing who the master is, who's been this like shaded figure. I wonder if like identity matters at all. Like, are we gonna somehow recognize them? Even though I don't know how we would. But yeah, a lot of speculation and a lot of intrigue. I'm curious to see where this goes. But we potentially found the pod at the base of the tree where the whole big base is. We are making a drone to be able to capture the device that turns people into stone. We made wireless earphones to be able to communicate. So crazy technological advances in the last episode, and I am looking forward to whatever happens next. So let's jump into this, shall we? We're going to start here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. It's a big old moon. Going to explore again, recap it a little bit. Or wait, this is kind of nighttime. She's investigating further, isn't she? This is not recap. That was during the day. She's just easily ripping those roots. Well, she's just moving them. Nope. I'm so worried someone's gonna like catch her, the slow grab. I was waiting for it. We need our people back. We need to unstone them. Chrome, I miss you, buddy. Oh, thinking about it, we might get a new opening next episode, too. Gotta enjoy this one while it lasts. With this fist, a miracle. Okay. It's what's underneath it, right? I imagine it's just covered in dirt. Oh. So maybe the metal did crumble. Okay. It's cement, just like the... Yeah. It's just like the music disc, right? Just a bigger version. Yep. Okay, so there really was no metal. That was just a vision of what they were going for, not that it actually existed. Yeah. That's a problem. Mm-hmm. Silent bomb. Again. Oh, is there? Suika. Really? Huh. It's like he's making some cocaine. Some of this white powder. Just give me some of it. Plaster. Okay. Oh my god, there's a whole bunch of them. Yep, distraction time. They're sitting down. They're just enjoying the show. The size. Oh. A whole bunch. Cool. Nezumini 4-wheel drives. Ah. Uh-oh. Man, that's echoing. Good shit, Ginro. Just going to town. Just using some of your fighting skills. Oh, look at all those holes. Yeah, all over the place. He's been preparing to run away. Just do it. Oh, nice. Okay, that was supposed to happen. Oh, so it expands and cracks the rock. Cool. That's awesome. Alright, let's get us our platinum. Yeah. I love this background track. So much faith in his son. Science will quietly break stone. Nice. Is she gonna know which one to take? I imagine she can't carry all of it. Is she gonna know what platinum looks like? Having never seen it before. Uh-oh. I mean, platinum isn't gonna break that easily. Oh. Yeah. They've had to break things down into sand before. Yeah. There you go, Kahaku. There had to have been other stuff in there, right? Was that platinum, though? It looked more like gold powder or something. I guess we'll find out. Yeah. They need precision. No. Okay. Definitely not that big bag of stuff, but is it like a like another note, a location of stuff? Or maybe a little bit of it? Okay. Gold dust. That's what I thought it was. Maybe the gold will help them make their drone. Damn. Oh. Interesting. Yeah. Nice magnifying glass. Oh. Interesting. They got a few. How did they get so much then? Wow. Okay. Huh. Did he actually... I mean... Uh... He looked older there too with those kids, didn't he? Yeah, he's still... Yeah, he looks older. Damn. Wow, Byakuya. Damn. Oh, buddy. You have no idea. So worried he's gonna draw. I mean, I know he gets it in the future, but oh, what a badass. Oh. So this is the same time while his dad's doing that. He's counting. Oh. Oh, look at him. Did he teach him how to cover it in the, like, the concrete, the solid stone? I guess he must have taught them that. Damn. That's awesome. But also sad. Oh, buddy. Oh. Damn. Wow, look at it all. That's so much more than a fingertip's worth. The sand of time. Wow. Oh, his friend's kid, okay. Yeah. He was your dad. Yeah, I remembered him being adopted. In some way. But yeah, we never had the details. But he doesn't know him. Oh, look at all that. Platinum. Let's go. Uh-oh. Do they know where they are? Maybe? Oh. Oh, is that part of the glass bottle? Jeez. Uh-oh, well, they're aware. Is it that coil? Hmm. Nice. Need to get past the guards and stuff, right? Yeah, let's do it. I thought it was actually happening, but that's just them thinking about it. Okay. Nice. I will say, just to get it out of the way, I do feel like Season 3, it had a very strong start, but this part definitely slowed down a lot. Like, we had what was it, like 4 episodes ago or something? We had the plan to send in, like, Kohaku as, like, a spy, and granted, she did get what she was supposed to get, but, I mean, I guess that was the whole goal, right? I guess I'm just fixated on wanting to, like, know who the master is and learn more about what happened on this island, how they have the petrification beam. There's so many of those questions I have, and it just felt like we had, like, a bunch of episodes that were definitely meaningful and mattered, but it just felt like it slowed down a lot, if that makes sense, right? Like, it was like, oh, we need, like, you know, we built, like, a sonar, we expanded our radio, we made paved roads, we had a whole mine shaft going, a transportation network, wheat fields, all this, like, crazy progression. And then we kind of, like, we, like, time skipped a year to build the ship, and then we took off onto sea real quick from there, and it was like, okay, we're flying through this, and then we just kind of got here, and it kind of felt like it just hit the brakes, you know? that is it for episode 11. But yeah, so I'm still enjoying it, but I did think that we were gonna have everyone unpetrified and maybe even be done with the island by this episode. And then go into part 2 where they're heading towards Y-Man and all that. So to find out like why and how this originated and everything. But now it almost feels like we might not even get any of that this season. We might be on this island for the rest of season 3, which if that's the case, that's slightly disappointing because I got so hyped when Y-Man showed up and everything. I really wanted to know more about that. I want to know more about the petrification beam starting. I want to see more of like humanity being rebuilt, and like obviously we can get clues to that here because they have a form of petrification. So we need to figure out how they have that. Does it tie back to Y-Man and all that? But I am still very much intrigued with that. It just felt like we spent the last like what 3-ish episodes just doing like prepping to get the platinum, and you know, we beautied them up, we started making the drone, we did the rats and everything. We got like the science mobile and all that, and those episodes were great and everything, but it was just a lot of work to get to this point where we're at now, and everything, whereas everything was moving so quick before, right? It's just when everything's moving so fast and then suddenly we hit the brakes for a bunch of episodes. That's the only thing. But like I said, I'm still very much enjoying the show. For this episode, finding out that his dad was able, because I was curious how he got the platinum, right? I assumed, granted, they're on like a relatively like an uninhabited island, right? I kind of forgot about that in the moment. I was thinking that Byakuya just went somewhere because they didn't come back like very long after everything turned to stone. So I figured they just went somewhere and grabbed like something that was made out of platinum, right? Like I imagine Byakuya would know like something that they made using platinum and would have just grabbed it from like not a convenience store, but wherever it would be, some kind of store, and stuff like that. But since I forgot they were on an uninhabited island, so the way he had to acquire it is just by sifting from the river to get just tiny bits of gold dust and little chunks of platinum, and he did that for his entire life with the hopes that it will be useful, right? So that's pretty impressive, and it was pretty sad just seeing him getting older and older and still working at it, and the whole aspect of Senku like going back and forth between Senku counting and the time passing and seeing Byakuya get older. You know, they were both essentially fighting in their own way, and that was really cool. So definitely an impactful moment right there, and all that. But yeah, we have the revival fluid, so hopefully we'll be able to get there and somehow deal with the guards to be able to revive the people, assuming that there's still guards on the ship. I imagine there would be. I can't, especially now that they're aware of intruders, it's probably going to be even more of a threat. So I'm really curious to see how that goes. What are their thoughts going to be when they break them out? Like, I'm unsure whether these guys have any way to break him out, right? We have the one guy that has the mark going down his back. I don't know if that's some kind of tribal paint or it looks very similar to Ryusui's that's on his fingers. So, like, was he broken out of stone? But he's looking at the glass and has no idea, so it almost feels like he was turned to stone and then released, like, in these times, not from the old world, because he doesn't even know what glass was. He even thought it in his own head. He picked it up and he's like, ice, you know? He's not even aware of what glass is. But they have the means to turn people to stone. So I'm just really fascinated to learn more about that. And I think that's the only thing about it being a little slower, is I'm so interested in learning what's going on here that every episode that we don't get any more answers, I just feel like I'm waiting even longer. And I guess that's the That's one of the issues. But yeah, like I said, I'm still very much enjoying it. Props to Kohaku. I like the whole silent bomb thing. She was able to get in there, and props to the distraction crew too. Ginro coming in clutch, and Amaryllis did good too. So and she managed to grind all those holes, use the plaster which expanded in there, and broke apart the rock, which is really neat. So somehow he knew that they were intruders based on the glass because it reminded him of what was on the ship too. So they must have assumed, I mean, which also means they now know that people are, because they had no idea that anybody was free from the stone, right? They thought they stoned everybody on the ship, but yeah. We also have to be able to glue some of the people back together because some of them are broken as well. So we have to manage to get enough time to do that as well. So yeah, very intriguing. I just, like I said, I just want answers. One of my favorite aspects. I mean, I love when they're making science-y stuff. It's really cool. My only issue is some of the science-y stuff they're making now, because they don't have all of their equipment. It really makes me curious how they're making some of it, right? Like that whole contraption that Senku had. Did he plan that ahead of time in the hopes that he was going to get platinum and brought it with them? If not, then how did he, like, is he good at glass blowing now? Do they have a furnace that is capable of glass blowing in that vehicle? Like, heating up the glass enough to be able to shape it? Because, like, how did he get all those, like, little finite tubes and everything constructed in that exact way, you know? So it's like some of the science-y bits I'm feeling like we're taking liberty of just being like, yeah, they prepped for this but not showing it, and whereas very early on we got to see like their progression is how they worked through everything. And I think that's another thing, is we're not getting as much detail in the science-y bits, and we're not getting answers to the mysteries. So it's like it's one of those things where it doesn't feel exactly like the show that I liked before with these past like 4 or 5 episodes ish. But I'm really excited to have our crew back. I'm really excited to use this revival fluid and maybe start learning, like, you know, I did see the next episode is like Science Kingdom fights back, or Kingdom of Science fights back, or something like that. So I'm looking forward to figuring that out, you know, figuring out what the petrification thing is that they have, finding out how they know about it, maybe talking with the master somehow or whatnot. So if he knows if that information was passed down to him in any way or all that. So I just want answers. But yeah, very fun, very good episode, very emotional with Byakuya and Senku again. It's always good to see Byakuya and what he's up to. But yeah, that's going to be it for me, guys. Hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed. Check out my Patreon if you want to see more. You can get 2 episodes ahead of time on there through the early access tier. And there's my Patreon shows that are on there as well. Check that out through the Patreon show tier. Links in the description below should be popping up on the screen. And I will see you guys in my future reactions. Bye-bye.